Not every mystery begins with fear. Some begin with wonder. A quiet village. An ordinary afternoon. People working in the fields beneath a gray English sky. Then two unfamiliar children appear where no one expected them. They speak a language that no one understands. They wear strange clothing. And perhaps most curious of all, their skin has a faint green color. For centuries, historians and storytellers have debated this remarkable tale. Was it a misunderstanding, a medieval legend, a real event transformed by generations of retelling, or something that can no longer be fully explained? Whatever the answer, the story of the Green Children of Woolpit remains one of Europe's most enduring mysteries. The village of Woolpit was small, surrounded by farmland, bordered by woods and open meadows. Life there followed the rhythm of the seasons. Planting, harvesting. Church bells marking the passage of time. Most villagers spent their entire lives within a short distance of home. Strangers were uncommon. Unusual events even more so. According to medieval chroniclers, one summer day villagers discovered two children near a series of wolf pits. These deep pits had been dug to trap wolves that once threatened livestock. The children appeared frightened, confused. They looked around as though everything surrounding them was unfamiliar. The villagers approached carefully. The children did not respond in English. Instead, they spoke in an unknown language. No one recognized the words. No traveler passing through could identify them. It was as though the children had arrived from a place no one had ever heard of. The villagers noticed something else. The children's skin possessed a distinct green tint, not bright green like leaves. More subtle, pale, unusual. Enough that everyone remarked upon it. Their clothing also seemed unfamiliar. The fabric, the style, nothing matched local customs. Every detail added another layer to the mystery. The villagers brought the children into the community. They offered food, but the children refused almost everything. Bread, meat, fruit. They turned away from each offering. Days passed, concern grew. Then someone brought fresh beans still inside their pods. The children immediately recognized them. They eagerly opened the pods and ate the beans. For some time, according to the story, this became almost their only source of nourishment. Gradually, life began to change. The children slowly adapted to their new surroundings. They learned English, bit by bit, word by word. Eventually, they could communicate with the villagers. When asked where they had come from, they gave a remarkable answer. They described a place where the sun never shone brightly. A land of constant twilight. Everything there appeared dim. The people all had green skin, just as they did. The children claimed they had been tending animals when they heard the sound of bells. Following the sound, they entered what seemed like a cave or tunnel. After wandering through darkness, they suddenly emerged into bright sunlight. The strange world around them was unlike anything they had ever known. That world was England. To medieval listeners, the account sounded astonishing. Some believed the children had come from a hidden underground kingdom. Others imagined a magical realm. Religious interpretations also emerged. In an age shaped by faith and folklore, unusual events often carried spiritual meaning. The mystery became part of local tradition, passed from one generation to the next. According to later accounts, the young boy did not survive long after arriving in Woolpit. His sister, however, gradually adjusted to village life. As she grew older, Her skin reportedly lost its green color. She eventually spoke English fluently. Some versions of the story suggest she later married and lived an ordinary life. Yet the mystery of her origins remained. Centuries passed, the story spread far beyond Suffolk. Medieval writers recorded the account. Among the best known were William of Newburgh and Ralph of Coggeshall. Both included versions of the tale in their historical writings. Although their details differ slightly, both describe the strange appearance of the children and the mystery surrounding them. Their accounts helped preserve the legend for future generations. Modern historians have proposed many explanations. Some suggest the children may have been orphans from another region whose language was unfamiliar to local villagers. Others believe malnutrition might have caused the unusual color of their skin, possibly due to a condition sometimes associated with severe nutritional deficiencies. A few researchers speculate that the children may have come from immigrant communities with unfamiliar customs and clothing. Each theory explains certain aspects of the story. None explains everything. There are also those who prefer to leave the mystery unresolved, not because they believe every detail literally happened, but because legends often preserve emotional truths rather than historical certainty. The Green Children's story speaks of curiosity, compassion, the encounter between the familiar and the unknown. Perhaps that is why it has endured for more than 800 years. Imagine walking through the fields near Woolpit on a quiet afternoon. The breeze moves gently through tall grass. Birds sing from distant hedgerows. The village church bell rings softly across the countryside. Everything feels peaceful. Then, near the edge of an old pit, you notice movement. Two children stand quietly. Their clothes are unfamiliar. Their faces show confusion. They look at you with wide eyes. You greet them kindly. They answer. But their words are unlike any language you have ever heard. For a moment, the ordinary world seems to pause. The boundary between history and legend becomes difficult to see. The mystery of the Green Children has never been solved. Perhaps it never will be. The centuries have carried away witnesses. Records have faded, only the story remains. A story preserved through careful writing and countless retellings. A story that continues to invite questions. Did two lost children simply wander into an unfamiliar village? Did misunderstanding transform ordinary events into extraordinary legend? Or did something happen that medieval people struggled to describe using the knowledge available to them? No one can say with certainty. And perhaps that uncertainty is the greatest mystery of all. The fields of Woolpit are still green. The seasons still change, church bells still echo across the English countryside. And somewhere within the quiet landscape lives the memory of two children who seemed to arrive from nowhere to strangers. Two mysteries, two small figures standing at the edge of history, waiting patiently, asking no questions, leaving behind only one. Where did they really come from?